Alright, so welcome back. Hopefully you guys are all having a fabulous day here today. We do got some pretty fun stuff to talk about as always. If you're new to the channel, like and subscribe, helps out a ton. We're going to be announcing our summer giveaway soon. Again, once the skins get announced, we're going to be doing a massive giveaway. So again, consider subscribing, and again, I'll update the details soon on that, so be ready for it. With that being said, we're going to jump in today and talk about one of the best teams to use for the newest, again, BOT. Today, let's hop into it and let's talk about all of it. Once again, if you would like to support me, it helps out a ton. I have gone through all of my comments and sent it to everyone who has commented in an ID down below. Again, a lot of them may have said, again, supporter history not found, meaning you're no longer supporting me, or again, the supporting thing didn't go through. That's there, or again, it may have said code has already been sent, because a lot of you already have the code, but again, that can be sent again. So keep that in mind. Third and fourth code will be sent out as soon as I get them, so keep that also. I will update you as soon as I possibly can when I have the codes to send them out to everyone for 3 and 4. So with that being said, 500 more Essence Stones and the other gift are there. As soon as they're out, again, I will send them as soon as I possibly can. Thank you. Glad to support. Helps out a ton. That's all I gotta say. Not bad. Back in game, we're talking about the newest again at boss over here. We're gonna hop over here. We're gonna hop over here to Battlefield of Time. For this one, is it hard? Not really, actually. It's a pretty simple one. Again, I did get a pretty crappy score in my opinion. I've been trying to push harder than that, and I will do that for the before the end of the set there. But again, the newest one is Hobgoblin Leader. This is the one that we currently have. And again, we have the associated rankings over here. A lot of people are pretty much getting some pretty good scores. I've seen this beaten in 28 seconds, but I am far from that, so I can't. Correct? This is a Dark Element recommended thing, which means Plum and Scythe are going to be your best things to use. There are some free-to-play ones that you can use that I want to show you. Again, this is the team that I did it with or tried it with, and it worked out pretty well for me. Unironically, worked out pretty well. I have seen a lot of things here, so I'm going to give you all of the replacements and everything you can possibly go for, and what I went for and how I did it. So, first things first. On the aspect of weapons, there's a lot of weapons you can go for. What I went for was Orcs, Broadsword, and I went for the Scythe. I only have one dupe on that, sadly. Again, Dark Element weapons are the ones that are recommended. So again, these ones will be the best ones. There is that one dark, like R weapon, that glaive or whatever. That thing is also pretty good, I think. Is it dark or is it water? What is that one? Where is it? I think it's this over here. Yeah, this thing, Lizard Glaive. This is also good. I heard a lot of people are using that. But again, I would stick with like the higher things. So again, Orcs Broadsword would be perfect. Scythe is for free. Anybody can use it. Anybody can have it. So make sure to pop that one on also. Those are the two weapons that I would go for. Really, I wouldn't make too much change to these ones. As again, that's what it is. But if you have Plum, use Plum instead of this one. But again, this works perfectly and did a lot of damage for me. So again, this is what I would recommend. Besides this, again, all that you really need to care about are the ults. If you have more ult levels in it, the better. Or again, not ult level, but in this case, dupes. The more dupes, the better one. Actually, it ends up being, keep that in mind. Over here, I did for the supporting characters, I ran Silvermane. Silvermane works out pretty well. A lot of people might not have him, and there's so many other things you can go for. What I did for this run, as again, on this account, I sadly do not have one of the skill runes required. The skill rune required for this stage is this one over here, Vertical Arts Fire. So I didn't have that. I can't do that. What I ran instead is this. I ran on the first one, Death's Dance, the, again, yellow one. And then over here on the basic skill 2, I ran, again, Dagger Toes, this one over here, which is a massive AoE attack, which is going to be the thing that I have to use in order to do that. I then ran this over here to take care of the left side mobs and buff, again, Jinwoo. And then over here, I ran, obviously, this. This is one of, like, the more core parts of the team. You kind of want him. You don't need him, but you kind of want him. The other buffers you can go for, obviously, include somebody like this for crit, this over here for just raw, I think, attack and everything, and then this over here. These 3 are the ones that you can go and cycle through. If you have this one over here, or this one over here, Cha, Maylene, or Bora, all function properly. This you're mainly using as a breaker. This is the whole point of him. So again, you want to use this as a free-to-play, and he will help you break much quicker, because this boss is all break important, right? It's break, it's a break mode, or whatever you want to call it. it's a break heavy boss. So keep that in mind. That's what you want to run with this team here. And this, in my opinion, is a very, very perfect team in order to go through it. Again, buffer, and this, right? Again, I'm using this also to clear, which is why I needed it, but there is that. On the aspect of gear, how can I check that? Is it this one? Yeah, this one over here. This is the gear set that I ran. Pretty much standard 4-piece. Over here, pretty much standard 4-piece. The gear, again, doesn't matter really much here, but this is what I ran on these ones. And again, I ran over here for the shadow. It's going to be Igris. These two don't really matter, but yeah, Igris is what I put over here. And that's how I cleared it on that front. For the skills, again, I mentioned Ultimate is standard, obviously. Over here, this is pretty much standard. Dagger Toes worked the best for me. And then again, Death Dance, this one worked the best for me for Break. Over here on Blessing, there's a lot of Blessing Stones you can go for. Again, I don't have too many here on this account that are that great, right? As the Magical Shadows over here, again, screw it. What I went for, I'll just show it to you, is this one over here, which is the standard one. And this one over here, pretty much standard one. This over here, pretty much standard one. If you have anything else that can help you break or anything much faster, then it might be a better thing to go for. But again, blessing stones are not treating me right here. They're treating me very poorly. So there is that. Other than that, pretty much that's what I went for. I don't think I need to show you anything else. I can now just show you the match and how that went. But main thing that I will say, and this is like the main important thing, when it comes to killing, again, if you don't have that one vertical arts, which is the fire one, that's going to be the biggest issue. That's where a lot of the time for me is wasted, and that's where a lot of time is issued. Basically, again, being not having that. Beyond that, there's also the issue of just simply, plum. If you have plum, it's going to be much faster. And again, you'll see that all the people that have, again, higher scores have plum. You can get it done in like 28 seconds to a minute 10. That's how fast it is, because again, plum is a very powerful weapon. The more dupes you have, again, the more you're going to absolutely destroy this content. But again, sadly, this is an account that I have absolutely butchered luck in, and I can't do too hot, so very sad, but that is sadly, again, how it is. With that being said, I'll pop up the gameplay on screen right now. You can take a look and just mimic what I do if you would like to get, again, a similar score. I think it's around a minute 30 is what I got on this run, which again is not the best by any means. I'm going to try to do it again, and again, I get a little bit more of a better score, but I did do as much as best I can here with some of the mechanics that I did have. Again, that's how I cleared it. So again, you can take a look into that. That's how I was able to clear the first part of it. Again, yes, it's better with vertical arts. You just have to line yourself up and absolutely destroy the entire battlefield. But again, I don't have that, so I really couldn't go and abuse that part of it, correct? But again, we still did pretty good for the score and everything. Again, I had to run to one side and then quickly activate the what's it called? The support from Silvermane, right? And then again, go to the other side and activate my special, which was again Dagger Toes, right? So that's again how I did it. Then after that, just go again, break. As soon as you break, then you just start doing the most damage possible, and that's literally kind of how the entire run goes. It's not a hard one. It's very similar to the last one, very easy if you know what you're doing. Also here, you don't have to really use your ultimate, because remember, the ultimate does burn a lot of times. So in this case, we did not use the ultimate, and we will not use the ultimate simply because, again, it's not worth it. There's no point to use the ultimate, as again, that burns like, I think 10 seconds or something. But yeah, how I did it again, I'll just replay it one more time to show it to you. I ran to one side, I activated the support from, again, Silvermane, and then I just spammed my E, basically that ability, right, Dagger Toes, and then again just continue onwards. Kept fighting. I made sure they grouped up, by the way. When he jumps, try to like time that perfectly. He was taking so long to get to me, which was super annoying also. But again, I waited until they were together. I activated my shadows, attacked that way, continued onwards to the next stage, and yeah, again, it went pretty good, I will say, for the most part. Again, more of an easier one, and yeah, really, it's a literally what's it, dark recommended attribute, which first off, for a lot of you, you probably have a lot of good dark weapons, and again, Plum being the best weapon that most players have, and then again, Scythe that everyone gets as a free-to-play, and who knows how many more copies you have of that. This would be a pretty good one for a lot of players to excel and get a pretty much high score. Sadly, again, vertical arts is a big part of it, helping you clear much faster, and yeah, again, that's pretty much what I want to show you. But this is one of my earlier runs. Again, not the best run, but I will try to get a better one and get a higher ranked one and show that in a separate video for you later on. But yeah, so hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully the gameplay goes well. And again, I'll try to wrap it up here, but that's my opinion. Those are my like things that I'll swap here and there. Again, a lot of the support characters, anybody who's a buffer, breaker. I've seen people use Lim also. I think he's the breaker, and that's what you can kind of use also if you have more of a duped out Lim in comparison, or just Lim himself. That could be a very good one to use, because again, I've seen a lot of people talk about that one also. At the very end, I don't know if it shows it, but again, it shows like a lot of the teams that were run here. I don't know if I showed that in the video, but there's a lot of people that run a similar team to this one, and that's how they got a high score. But again, the weapon is Plum, which is a very big thing. But yeah, Orcs Broadsword is what I used, and duped out. So hope you guys enjoyed it. That's pretty much the video. I think I'm not missing anything else here. And yeah, I'll wrap it up there. Take care, have fun. Hope the gameplay worked, and hopefully you get a high score over here in Battlefield of Time Season 2, the Hobgoblin. Yeah.